Mr. Mkhano, I've got a few more questions for you. I believe the last question when I asked you, if we go back to the 19th of June 2020, the proceeding.
19th of June.
Was it page 82?
Ntate Mogane ka pele ga gore re tswelle pele nke re lena le sa le ka fase ga kano ya gore le bolela nnete go botlhatsi ba lena. My Lord, before we proceed, we have just confirmed that Mr. Mogane is still under oath.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. Do you see the time reflecting 1828?
Le a bona nako mo e reng 1828.
Page.
Which page is it?
31.
It's 21.
31.
Oh, 31. 1826.
I see 1826.
Starting is one now 1826.
Yes, below that is 1833.
Ka fase ga moo e re 1833.
Below 1826.
When is the date?
What is the date?
The date is the 19th.
Oh.
Bardi 19.
19. Yes.
1828.
1828, yes.
Yes, do you see that?
Yes, I can see it.
It says that you start up the motor vehicle.
E re koloi ile ya dumishiwa. That is correct.
Then it was driving at
Napile
Chris Hani Road.
ya khwetsa mo mmileng ola wa Chris Hani. That is correct.
Yebo kuqiniswa ke kubhaliwe ukuthi imoto iyadunyiswa yase iyashayela noma iyahamba ke umgwaqo iKhrizani.
1833 at Dlamini, Soweto.
Ka 1833 e bontsha gore lebele le Dlamini Soweto.
Excess idle.
Le ya bona gore e be e duma. That is correct.
So iqiniswa ukuthi ngo-1833 isedlamini noma yayisedlamini eSoweto iyaduma.
1834 it's also idling, excess idling.
Napile ka 1834 e bontsha gore le gana mo we ya duma. Yes, I can see it.
Ngiyabona ukuthi nango 1834 yayiduma.
1842 it's driving from Koma Street.
Ka 1842 ya khwetsa go tloga mmileng ola wa Koma. That is correct.
Qiniso ukuthi ngo-1842 iyahamba ke kwistrado iKoma.
All right. So at 1911 it reflects incident. Was it still in Soweto?
Napile ka 1911 e bontsha gore go na le tiragalo be sa le Soweto. Yes, it shows like that.
Nanjengoba usho ke ukuthi ngo-1911 iyatshengisa ke ukuthi kunesehlakalo noma isigameko yebo lokho kwakwenzeka ke kuseSoweto.
Was it before you arrived at Moroka police station?
E be ile ka pele ga gore le fitlhe police station ya Moroka. We had already left Moroka police station at that time.
Ngaleso sikhathi ke sasesiphumile ke police station yaseMoroka.
Relating to the evidence that you have already tendered before this court when you left Fosloras court, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you were in a hurry to fetch the keys and the USB for the late Sergeant Mabena. Is that correct?
Bare go ya ka tlhatse bo lefaneng ka bone lena le rile ge le tswa forong ya Foslorase lena le be le kitimetse gore le do lata dinatlolo le USB ya mohu Sergeant Mabena ke nnete. That is correct. We were going there to check for it.
Kuyiqiniso ukuthi kumeleke Foslorase sasesijahele ukuthi siyobheka ikhiya kanye nayo ke USB yakhe ongasekho uSergeant Mabena.
So there's nothing prevented you when you departed from Foslorase Court destined to Moroka Police Station from using a freeway.
Ga gona ntho e le tshireleditseng gore le seke la shumisha tselaela ya freeway ge le tloga khorong ya Foslorase le ya Moroka Police Station.
Nka tlhalosha so yona be so mara gantsi very shumisha discretion ga tsona go be ka se rena lo change ditsela for the safety of ourselves or
Indeed, there was nothing, my lord, that was preventing us from using the freeway. However, sometimes when we use our own discretion, especially for the safety, because we have accused people, then we would use alternative routes.
Impela ke akukho okwakuqhubela noma kwakuzivimba ukuthi sasingasebenzisa ke u-freeway kodwa ke inkathi eziningi ke siye sisebenziseke noma ke sicabangele thina sebenzise yethu imicabango ngoba ke sibheka udaba lokuvikeleka kwethu nokuthi sihamba ke nabasola sishintsheke umzila noma ke umgwaqo sihamba ngabo.
Yes, that I understand and I appreciate it, but the fact is you can change the route, but my worry is you stopped more than 3 times before you reach Moroka Police Station.
Ba kwishisha gore lena le ka khona gore le fetole ditsela le be tshetse le gore lena le ka rata go di berekisha go ya ka mogwele gore lena le naganne ka bona eupia selo se leng gore se a ba tshwenya ga njwale ke gore lena mo tseleng ya lena ge be le ya Moroka le eme nako tse ka fetang tse tharo go ba maga a fetang a mararo ge be le ya Moroka Police Station.
Nka se fetolo ga go gopola re eme gati ena kola re reka metsi le dizimba malakanong go potsa gape ga gore phosha ya dira yona maybe a ke a bona mo ABL list.
I would not be able to respond to 3 stops. However, you could maybe remind me. The only stop that I remember is the one when we went to buy water and then we drove to Moroka. However, maybe a mistake happens. You may be able to show me, as I did not see it on the AVL. I did not see those stops on the AVL.
Mhlambe wena kusuka njengisa ke uma uthi ke sema amahlandla amathathu mina ngikhumbula ke lehlandla leli esema ngalo sothenga ke amanzi kanye nama chips uma kuukuthi angikubonanga ke la kumbiko we-AVL mhlambe usuka ngikhombisa.
All right, just for the benefit of your information, I won't go as per the way I was asking you. I'll remind you that you stopped at the Ring Road. Do you remember that?
Ba batla le go potsa ba ka se ka mkgo e leng gore bentse ba le botsa ka gona batla le go potsa gore lena le ile la yema mo mmileng wala wa Ring le sa gopola.
That
is correct.
Ebokuqiniso sema ke Ring Road.
You stopped at Chris Hani Road.
La yema gape mo mmileng wala wa Chris Hani.
I
do not recall us stopping there, but I am listening.
Just to remind you, I even said you stopped there for 10 minutes.
Do
you remember that?
le sa gopola
pele ke fetola re ka boela go yona ka e bona gape because a re nya go fetola ntho ke sa e gopolang because mabane o tšatši la mabane le fetile.
Before I respond, my lord, can we go back to that point, because I do not want to respond on something that I do not recall, as yesterday has passed.
Ngaphambilini kokuthi ngiphenduleke lapho ukuthi ngemali imizuzu eyishumi eKhrizani eRoad, ngicela ke sibuyele kuloko ngingaphenduli ukuthi ngingayazi noma ngingayikhumbuli ngoba ke elayizolo ke selidlulile.
All right. Let's go to 0601.
Barriego 0601
and 0611.
0611.
Same date.
Are you referring to the same date?
06, same date, the 19th.
Bar lona letšatši le wela di 19.
06. Can I bona?
Yes, I can see it.
Ngiyayibona ke manje.
And 0611, do you see that?
Le 0611 le bona?
Can I bona?
Yes, I can see it.
0611 ngiyabona.
You said GPS unlocked until or near Krizani Road.
E ngotšwe gore GPS unlocked mo mmileng ola kgauswi le mmila ola wa Krizani.
Can I bona?
Yes, I see it.
Ngiyabona ke la kubhalwe khona ke ukuthi GPS unlocked eduze ke nomgwaqo eKhrizani.
That was the second stop, you agree?
Gore ke mo beleng gona gabedi la bobedi.
That's a good place, Malaki. Can council maybe indicate on what basis does it say GPS unlocked is equivalent to bringing a vehicle to a standstill?
No. I didn't say that. I said it reflects, according to the AVL, it shows GPS unlocked. That's what I said. Maybe I didn't hear myself, but it reflects GPS unlocked. Is that not so, Mr. Mkhan?
Baro ya ka AVL ye e bontsha gore e ngwadile GPS unlocked.
Ka re mabane ke le fetotse ka lo tsore GPS unlocked a ke se re ra go reng mara a sanga ra ema go bala be re driver.
Like I responded yesterday, my lord, I said I do not recall, I do not know what does GPS unlocked refers to. However, I recall that we never stopped, we were driving.
Bengishilo ke izolo ukuthi uGPS unlock lona ukuthi usho ukuthini angikwazi lokho noma angazi, kodwa ke ngikhumbuleke simile sasiqhubeka ke sishayela noma sihamba.
All right, let's get to the third one. 15 at 15:58 you were driving.
Nako rebe ere 15:38 le be le khwetša 15:38. Is it 15:30 or
15:80? 15:58.
15:58.
Can I bona?
Yes, I can see it.
Below it, it's 16:16.
Ka fase ga yona ere 16:16. 16:16.
Or 16. Yeah, okay, 16:16, 05 seconds. Can I bona?
Yes, I see 16:16 and 05 seconds.
In terms of the AVL, what were you doing there? What?
Go ya ka AVL e re be le dirang mo.
Koloi sale ya tima.
The vehicle ignition was turned off.
Ngoba le AVL ke ngo 16:16 lona ke ngibuzwa ngaye imoto icishiwe
until 1828. Go fitlhela ka 1828. That is correct.
Kuyiqiniso ukuthi kwaze kwashaya ke u1828.
Were you still going to fetch the keys and the USB?
Libe santse le ilo lata dinotlolo le USB.
Ka tshetse ke tlhalositse re fitlhile kwa ke ka mogare ga police station ya Moroka.
As I have previously explained, we arrived inside the Moroka police station.
Bese ngichazile ngaphambili ukuthi safika kwakungaphakathi police station yaseMoroka.
Ome Sergeant Mabena tsena ka mogare.
And Sergeant Mabena went inside.
Wangena ke uSergeant Mabena ngaphakathi.
Gomme ba sala ba mthusha tsero mo church office kana kana ba go tsena go etelle gore ba founele motho a lebetse go dikhia mo office ya ga USB.
I think he was assisted at the charge office with maybe calling the particular person whom he had left his keys and the USB.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ke babemsiza khona ke e-charge office ukuthi ke baxhumane nalo muntu ayeshiye ikhiya ne-USB e-office lakhe.
Gape ka re ile ka la bohlano batho ba chaishitse na go fihla ngola.
And again, as it was on a Friday, people had already knocked off when we arrived.
Futhi ke kwangolesihlanu abantu ke babesebeshayisile ke bephumile emsebenzini ngathi sifika khona lapha.
Wila hlalosha gore ba re motho wa tla amyemele.
And he explained that they informed him that that particular person was coming. So he had to wait for that particular person.
Uchazileke ukuthi bathe kuyena umuntu loyo ke uyeza acela ukuthi amlinde.
And that is the reason that made us to stop for such a long time.
Isizathu ke leso esabangela ukuthi ke simeke lesikhathi eside kanje.
Who will come and confirm that evidence? Because who will come and confirm that evidence? Because Sergeant Mabena is no more, and there's no name of the person Sergeant Mabena spoke to.
Kimang okatlang a tlilo tlhatsela dilo tšeo di bolelang a dumellana le tsona ka lebaka la gore lephodisa Sergeant Mabena ga a sa phela gape ga gona motho o ileng gore wa bolelwa leina la motho le le bolelwang gore Mabena o be a emetše mang.
If
I knew who that person was, I was going to tell the court. However, I did not see that particular person as I was seated with Mr. UNtanzi in the vehicle.
Kumele ufuna ukwazike ukuthi manje ke isiqinisekiso salokho sizotholakala kanjani ngoba ke uMabena akasekho ke emhlabeni alikho ke negama lalomuntu angena akhuluma naye ngaphakathi futhi uma bekuthi bengilazi igama laloyo muntu bengizoyitshela ke lenkantolo ngeshwa ke mina kanjani ngimbone ngangihlezi noNtanzi emotweni.
I'll ask the court to reject that part of evidence.
Barbone ba tlo khopela khoro gore e gane botlhatsi bowe ba lena bo khibole bolelang ka bone ba gore lile la yema Mabena a tsena Mabena a tswa a le tlhaloshetsa ba re ba tlo khopela gore khoro e gane botlhatsi bowe.
A ke tsebe khoro e tla decide gore ya botse gore ba e botse.
I do not know. I will leave that in the hands of the court.
Ukuthi ke uzocela inkantolo ke ukuthi lobo bufakazi lobo ke ingabamkeli angazi mina isinqumo sothathwa inkantolo leso.
Did you transport accused number 2 on the 13th of July 2020?
Ka di 13 ja July 2020 lile la sepedisha molatofatswa wa bobedi
a sa gopola ga re tshwanetse ke tsona be rile ka re be re sepela di pleke tše dintši nka se re aowa mara most of the time ba sepela na mara e le gona be re ya kae ka tlhaloša botse ta kgona go araba.
I do not recall. Perhaps if I could be given a location where we were going, myself and the accused, because in most of the occasions I would be the one that was transporting him. However, I do not recall where were we going on the 13th. I will not say yes, I was transporting him, or no, I was not transporting him, since I do not recall.
Ukuthi ke nge-13 ka July ngahamba naye ke umsolo wesibili kunyaka ka 2020 angeke ngithi yebo angeke ngithi cha mhlambe ke uma kuukuthi ngakhunjuzwa ke ukuthi sasiya kuphi nendawo ke ngoba ke iningi indawo la sasiya ngakhona ke futhi ke isikhathi esiningi wayehamba nami.
Yes, I'll remind you, because that was the first day accused number 2 appeared in Tlhabane Court.
Barbatla la gopoja ka lebaka la gore ke lone letšatši la mathomo mo molatofatšwa wa bobedi a ileng a tswelela kgorong ya Tlhabane.
That is not correct.
Hello? There's no?
That is not correct.
Oh, I see. It's not correct.
That's the version I'm putting to him.
Bare ke ntho e leng gore ba ya le botsa gore lena molatofatšwa o tsweletše ka di 19 June
13 July 2020. That's the version of
uthi ke ummeli uzokukhumbuza noma uzomtshela ufakazi ukuthi ke lelo langa lelo ke aqeda ukulisho ke manje lazo lange-13 kuyena ke uNtulikazi ku-2020 kwakuyilanga lokuqala ayovela ngalo enkantolo ke umsola wesibili kumshushisi ke uyaphikisa uthi cha akulona iqiniso lelo.
Asennete ka wa ka tšhatšitekiso reng o tsweletše pela ga kgoro ya Tlhabane ka di 22 of 6 2020 date of appearance e bontšha ka mo setlankaneng sa tšhatšite.
That is incorrect, as the charge sheet that I have in my possession, it reflects that the accused appeared on the 22nd of June 2020 in Tlhabane Court.
Akulona ke iqiniso lelo uyasho ke nayo ifakazi manje kumshushisi eshilo ukuthi ke kwakunge-22 kuyena ke uNhlangulana 2020 uma umsolo wesibili eyobingelela imantshi ihlandla lokuqala eTlhabane.
Gape ka di 13 tsa June be ke sokopanile yena 13 July. Okay, no, sorry be gore.
My apologies, the witness just said on the 13th of June he had not met the accused. However, as he is corrected, he apologizes.
Sorry, Miss Sergeant, what was the charge on the 22nd of June, as you say,
Molato o be barositše
when accused number 2 appeared?
molato o be barositše molatofatšwa e be e leng ge ne a tswelela kgorong.
Really possession of unlicensed live ammunition.
Possession of unlicensed live ammunition, my lord.
Iqala ke awayelithweswa njengoba ngithi ke wavela ke nge-22 ke uNhlangulana 2020 kwakutholakala ke nazo izinhlamvu ngongekho emthethweni.
May I proceed?
Yes.
Sir, I've just informed the court that I don't have the records for the AVL on the 22nd of June 2020. Neither the logbook of the vehicle that were driving on the 22nd of June 2020. And yet you want the court to believe that accused number 2 is misleading the court or is not telling the truth.
Ba re bona ba fetša go botša kgoro gore ga bana tšona ditokomane tše tša AVL gape le di-logbook tša gore di 22 tša June molatofatšwa o be a le gona kua kgorotshekelo gape le nagane jwale le nyaka gore kgoro e dumele gore molatofatšwa ga a bolele nnete.
Advocate Mngomezulu, I need AVL go bana bohlatse ya gore bongane sa uNtanzi o tsweletše pele ga kgoro ya Tlhabane šibo ke e tšhatšite a ke tsona a le napo e re exhibit RR.
Advocate Mngomezulu, we do not need the AVL records or the logbook to show that the accused appeared at Tlhabane Court. We have evidence here which is marked as Exhibit RR that Bongani Sandiso uNtanzi appeared in Tlhabane Court.
Asidingi ke AVL kuloko kushoyo ukuthi ke ngale langa ke langa 22 kuNhlangulana uBongani Sandiso uNtanzi wabingelela ke imantshi iyaseTlhabane na i-charge sheet ngiphethe kumina bayiphawulileke nanjengo Exhibit RR.
Because you're an officer, you will not need it. I don't think you'll see the relevance of that AVL. But let me just put it this way, just to cut matters short. On the 13th of July, 2020, that's the first time accused number 2 was changed his clothes Constable Buthelezi phoned the girlfriend to bring the clothes of accused number 2 because they were in a hurry for him to appear in court. He was not going to appear in court on the clothes that he was wearing on that day. Since he was arrested.
Molatofatwa ka di 13 ja July o ba ka se tswelele khorong a be a apere dikobo tse be a di apere go tlogelleng nako ela a sale a tshwarwa jwaje le polisa Buthelezi le la letsetsa mo radiwa wa molatofatwa wa bobedi le mmotsa gore a tlishe dikobo tse di swa ka go itlhaganela gore molatofatwa a tlo khona gore a fetole dikobo tse tlabeng a di apere e seng a tswelele khorong ka dikobo tsela tse ba di apere nako e be a tshwara
a do ke ngwe ke gana le lena ka re go pola botse motho ba dila ka diaparo le family ga ntshebe le le Sergeant Mabena a ke tsona Buthelezi o tsena gae mo ka re neno ba go no escort.
Advocate Mngomezulu, I would dispute that type of a version because the person that was dealing with the family and the changing of clothing, it's the late Mr. Mabena.
Yes.
Because Mr. Buthelezi, he was just escorting us. I do not know how does he feature on the change of clothes.
Engizokutshela kona ke ukuthi kushumeli ke kufakazi uConstable Buthelezi waze ke waxhumana ke nentombi yakhe ke umsola wesibili ke ukuthi ilethe ingubo zokuthi ke ashintshe noma ke agqoke ngoba wayengazi ngoba ngeke ahamba enkantolo ngazo lezo i13 ka July esagqoke leziyana bekade igqokile ngaphambili. Uthi ke maphendulo ufakazi ukuthi ke Advocate Mngomezulu angazi ke noma ke ngizophikisana ke nalokho okushoyo ukuthi uButhelezi uhlangana kuphi ke nokulethwa kweimpahla zokuthi ke ashintshe agqoke umsolo wesibili ngoba ke yena wayesiphelezela escort nje kuphela umuntu kwakuyena ke owayexhumana nomndeni ukuthi ke kulethwe ke impahla noma ke ingubo zokuthi agqoke kwakungasekho noma useshonile uConstable Mabena.
Okay, but you will not dispute the fact that accused number 2 on that day was the first time to change his clothing.
Ifela lena le kasana tjane le bona ga ba re molatofatwa wa bobedi e be la matho le khala mathomo a apara dikobo tse dingwe tša tšilego
nkagana na lena ga re go gopola botse Sergeant Mabena o ile a rentša diaparo tša gage mara ke sa gopola ditlenene mara tsona sa di diatla.
I dispute that because if I remember very well, Sergeant Mabena arranged for the accused clothes. When did they bring the accused clothes? I would not recall. And my lord, I see accused number 2 is raising his hand.
Phambi ukuthi umelaze kwena ke uthi ke kulokho ke kodwa ngeke uphikiseke ukuthi ngalela langa la nge-13 ka July kwakuqala ukuthi alethele ezinye impahla ke accused number 2 uthi ke ngizophikisa ke lokho ngoba ke uMabena uzalethwa ke kodwa ngazi ukuthi nje bayiletha nini.
Thank you, my lord. May I just clarify this, Mr. Mukhan? According to the instructions of accused number 2, there is Buthelezi, the friend to accused number 2, and Leboheng, the girlfriend of accused number 2.
Bare nke ba tlhakishe taba e gona le motho we leng gore ke mogwera wa molatofatšwa wa bobedi e ba mmitšang ka Buthelezi gape gona le Lebogeng e leng ngwanyana o ratanang le molatofatšwa wa bobedi. I am listening.
Umlaleleke uma uthi ukhona uButhelezi okuwumngani wakhe umsolo wesibili bese khona ke noLebogeng okuyena othandana naye ke umsolo wesibili.
According to his version, he says Constable Mapena, or the late Mapena, is the one who spoke to Leboheng to bring the clothes.
Bare go ya ka yena molatofatšwa wa bobedi o re mohu Mapena ke yena a boletšeng le ngwanyana a ratanang le molatofatšwa wa bobedi gore a tiše dikobo tša
ka re tšetše ke boletše e ka no ba nnete ka re ke rile ke Sergeant Mapena o ba ga le a thuša ka lefapha leo le a diaparo le family ya gage le gore girlfriend ga ke mang a ke tsebe lebitso.
As I have stated that it was Sergeant Mapena that was dealing with the clothing, it could be true that he had spoken to those people. However, on who the girlfriend is, I do not know.
Uthi ke ummeli uMapena ke wayekhulumisana noLebogeng ukuthi bekuyena ke oletha ingubo zokuthi ke aqokeke nanje ngoba bese ngishilo ke ukuthi kwakuma impela ongasekho ke uSergeant Mapena ukuthi ke igama lentombi ke athandana nayo ubani lokho ke angikwazi.
And my correction was based on the fact that the clothes were brought by Buthelezi, who is the friend of accused number 2, and not Constable Buthelezi. I was under the impression because he said that Buthelezi also testified in court.
Bare bona bebaki poshulla motabengela ya gore dikobo di tlisitswe ke Buthelezi is Buthelezi mogwera wa molatofatšwa e seng Constable Buthelezi gobane molatofatšwa ba ba botše gore Buthelezi wa gona le yena o boletše kgorong.
Nka sa gale gore dikobo diaparo di tlile mara nka se tsebe botse di tlile ning di tlile le mang nka ba re ra kgonega re tlose Sergeant Mapena a tle a hlatse go maroba le gape.
My lord, I will not dispute on who has brought the clothes. However, I would not know when were the clothes brought, and if it was possible, we would resurrect Sergeant Mapena so that he come and testify, and then he goes back and rest in peace.
Uthi ke ummeli ebe lapho ke umsolo wesibili bemlungisa khona ke bemtshela ngoButhelezi ke ngoba ummeli yena becabanga ukuthi ke uConstable Buthelezi ngokushilo ke ukuthi uButhelezi onikezile ngobufakazi la enkantolo engikwazi ukuthi yebo ingubo zona ke zalethwa ukuthi zalethwa nini lethwa ubani ke angazi ke noma ngeke ngikwazi ke lokho mhlawumbe kuba bengenzeka ke bese ngathi sibuyise yena ke uMapena uma seqedile ukuchaza abuyeleke kuyona ke indawo yakhe yokulala ngokuthula.
The last question, when you were traveling from Pretoria North to Carltonville and to Rustenburg, were there any toll gates that you had to pass through?
Bare kutsho ya mafelelo gebe le sepela le tloga Pretoria North la ya Carltonville la boya la ya Phokeng go be go na le di toll gate mo mmileng tšebe le feta go tsona.
A ga ya Phokeng ke tše mmalwa.
When we were going to Phokeng, there were few toll gates.
Ingabe ke uma nihamba ke eCarltonville Pretoria North ePhokeng ngaba khona yini ama toll gates enadlula kuona ke yebo ke ePhokeng ayekhona ke ambalwa ke.
Thank you, man.